I think we all carry ghosts. Not the one that rattles chains in the dark, but the one that rattles inside us. The ghost of the person we could have been. The ghost of the life that we could have lived. The road we didn't take. And the what if that never dies. I still remember the third poem that I ever actually paid attention to. You see, I never used to give a lot of attention in my classes. ADHD brain, it always drifts away. But the third poem, not the first or the second, I will tell you about them sometime other. But this third one, it made me listen to my teacher reciting it. The room didn't went quiet, but for the third time, my mind did. Everyone in the room, including me, we first thought of career choices, whether we should be taking something common, maybe engineering or doctor or teacher, which is very common in India, or whether we should be taking something creative, which is not very explored. And it totally makes sense to relate this poem to career. But if you think about it, this poem is not exactly about career. It can be, but it is about different paths as well. It kept echoing back to me, and every time it did, I didn't hear choices. I heard grief, quiet grief. And I heard something quieter, something heavier, something mourning. A grief for everything we didn't choose. Not the grief of losing someone, but the grief of losing yourself. The self you'll never get to be, the road you'll never get to walk, and the life you'll never get to live. And I'm not saying that you cannot relate it to your career paths, because the very first time I went back to this poem was when I was choosing whether I should be going with computer science or biology, when I was choosing science as my stream. And sometimes I do wonder, what if I stick to biology? Would I be living a different life? Would I be thriving in it? Would I be in a lab somewhere else, in a white coat maybe? Would I be happier or just differently broken? When I didn't take a gap year after 12th, I thought of this poem again. What if I had paused, breathed, given myself the gift of stillness instead of rushing forward with the crowd? Would I be calmer now, more grounded, more certain of who I am? Or maybe I would be more lost, wandering a different maze, haunted by different what ifs. That's the cruel part about choices. You never really escape the grief. You just have to trade one kind of ghost for another kind. So, what about the lives we didn't live? What about the emotions we didn't choose? What if in school I would be the version of me that I am now? Would I have laughed more, loved differently, maybe chosen friends that stayed instead of faces that faded away? What if in that one moment I had chosen not to stay silent, instead shouted? What if I had chosen anger instead of staying calm? What if instead of forgiving, I had walked away? What if instead of bottling it all up, I had cried in front of everyone? Would I be softer today? Would my life be unrecognizable or just slightly bent in other direction? There is grief in all these. There is happiness in imagining the other me, smiling differently, under a different sky. There is anxiety in wondering if I had ruined the one chance that I got. There is sadness in knowing that I'll never get to meet the other version of me that chose the other road. There's anger, anger at people, anger at me, anger at situations, anger at society that shoves you into lanes and call it destiny. There's misery in missing a life that I never even touched. But there's also a strange comfort, because every road that I didn't take shaped the road that I did. Every ghost self whispers into this version of me. And maybe that is why I'm here speaking these words right now. Frost wrote about two roads diverging in yellow wood. T.S. Eliot wrote, out of all the things I have ever done, the most cruel is I didn't choose. Emily Dickinson spoke of possibility as a fairer house than prose. Reminder that every unwritten story lives in us quietly. And Sylvia Plath wrote about a fig tree, each branch holding different life she could have lived. She starved, not because she lacked fruit, but she could not just choose one. And that's the curse of being human. Every choice feeds itself, and bruises a thousand others. And so I ask myself every night, how different could it be? If I had spoken differently, would I have been heard? If I had listened differently, would I have understood? Would I have believed in myself back then? Would I be standing taller right now? It's this spiral that never ends, and maybe it's not supposed to. Maybe part of being human is carrying this confusion, the weight of unlived lives, the ache of selves that never made it past the crossroad. Maybe that is why the grief is so quiet. Because how do you explain it to anyone? You can't sit at a dinner table and tell your parents, I miss who I could have been. You can't text a friend that I'm grieving for someone I never became. Or maybe you can. You can. But I'll tell you this. If you ever felt like this in your life, you're not alone. We are all haunted. Haunted by the roads we didn't take, haunted by the laughter we didn't laugh, haunted by the lives we'll never know. And maybe the best we can do is honor those ghosts. Carry them gently, let them remind us there are still roads to take, choices to make. And whichever road you walk tomorrow could still make all the difference. Guys, it is for the third time I'm trying to record. I have to do this over and over and over again. Three times, three times. Okay, no worries. Take care.